Hello everybody, welcome back. I hope you're doing great. So today we have another get to know type of a video, but this time we have a card. I don't know if any of you have heard about them. I absolutely love this group and I really wanted to do a video about them because I really like them. It's one of the groups that I feel like it's not that they're underrated really, it's just that the fan base is more international than in Korea, I feel like. So I just wanted to make a video about them. We are going to start right away because while I was making the notes, which is what I have in front of me right now, I realized they have released a lot of music. Now I knew they have released a lot of music, but seeing it written down and actually look it up and put it in order and all of that made me realize how much it is. The music part of this might be a little bit longer than the other ones that I have done so far. So we're gonna start right away, so it's not that long. We will see. So like I said, the group is called KARD. It is a combination of the words King, Ace, Joker, and Hidden. So there's where KARD come from. This is a co-ed group. We have two women, which is Sumin and Jiwoo. And the two guys are J-Sep and and BM. So there isn't that many co-ed groups right now in K-pop. If there is, I haven't heard that much. I think one time I heard that there was one that was going to debut soon, but there's not that many. I feel like I don't know why there isn't that many. I like co-ed groups, is very fun. So yeah, they debuted on July 19th of 2017. We will talk a little bit more about their debut and stuff in a second. The fans are called Hidden KARD. When they debuted, they were playing like card roles, I guess you could call it. It was King, Ace, Black Joker, and Color Joker. But they didn't have like the letter D at the time, so the letter D meant hidden, like I said, and it basically means that they don't feel complete without that word and that they can live without the fans. So Hidden KARD is what the fans are called. The agency that they're under, it is called DSP Media. Now I'm gonna be completely honest, as far as I know, this company is not the best one that is out there. At this point, I don't think there is any company that is the best one out there because they all have their pros and cons. But DSP Media, I don't think it's the greatest. From what I have seen, I'm not gonna go too much into detail about it because it's gonna get way too long the video and I don't want that. But as always, you're more than welcome to look it up more about the company if you're more curious about it. Things might have changed with that company, who knows, but from the last stuff that I have heard, not the greatest. There has been a lot of groups under this company. We had Finn, KL, Sesh Guys, I think that's how you say it. We're from this company. Also SS501 was also in this company, which I really didn't know. Kara was another group that was under DSP Media. I feel like they were the ones bringing a lot of the money into the company, but as you'll know, they disbanded. Well, no, they left the company, but they still are a group even if they are under different companies. They have done comebacks already together. So they also had Rainbow and Ajax. Now I have heard both of the groups later on in the past when I started into K-pop. I think Rainbow had a song called A that was very popular. Ajax, at this point I don't remember any songs, but I do remember hearing their songs at some point in the past. But I feel like even though they were very popular back then, they weren't enough to support the company, I feel like, and they did end up disbanding as well. At this moment, when I was looking up who were the ones that were under DSP Media still, April was one of the groups that I found, which I haven't heard much of them. I don't know when was the last time that they released music, I'm pretty honest. The last time I remember was that they were a very cute group. And I do know Sumin from KARD was on April, then she left, and then KARD was formed. But other than that, I don't know too much about that group. And now KARD, which is the one that we are talking about today. Now we are going to talk about the music, so this is the part that might be a little bit longer. So far, to give a little bit of a hint, their music is very strong. There is a lot of emotions into it. They all had a different message. They're all very different. I feel like KARD is one of the groups that they do follow what is trending at that time, but they do it in a way that fits the group, fits all of them, and works with the image of the group, but still following trends that are happening. So just giving a little hint of the music. Before they actually debuted, they actually released 3 prior singles actually. So on December 13th of 2016 it was Onana, and then on February 16th of 2017 was Don't Recall, and then April 24th of that same year was Rumor. All of the songs did well, the charts, and the image that they had got very popular with the public. At that time, not too many co-ed groups were. I think like now there is even less, but because it was something different, it attracted people's attention, honestly. And with each one, they were released at this dance point clip of the point of the dance, as the name says, that there is, and then they will do like the music video, and they will release another music video, if I don't remember, with a hidden artist that was featuring on that song. So it was a very cool concept that they did this before even debuted it. And then in an interview that they had, they actually said that all 3 songs go together and tell a story. So the first one is a love song, the second one is about a painful love, and then the third one is a song about breakup with the person you love. So it is like a story that they were told by the song and the music videos. Also Rumor is also like talking how couples like hear rumors, and instead of talking with each other, they hide it, and it feels like they're not alive anymore, which is why in that music video, I think it was J7 and BM looked like they were not alive. So that's kind of also what Rumor can be. But yeah, this is the first stuff that they released before even debuted, so this is like pre-debut singles that they did. Like I said, on July 19th of 2017 was that they actually debuted with a mini album that was called Hola Hola, and the title track had the same name. This one had the title track, Hola Hola, the past 3 singles that I mentioned, and a couple, I think like maybe 1 or 2 new songs. This one was in the summer. It has summer vibes. I still love this song up to this day. It was like the perfect vibe for that summer, and you know, it showed a different side because the other 3 that they have done pre-debut were very dark, and then having this summer kind of vibe of the song where like, okay, we can do other stuff besides dark concepts. So it was really nice. And then on November 21st of that same year, they had a comeback. It was their first comeback. It was a mini album, and it was called You and Me, and the title track had the same name. They do this a lot where the mini album has the same name as the title track. That hasn't changed, I think, and this one brought it back to those dark concepts from the prior singles that we did before. The song is more EDM than the other ones that they have released, and it basically talks about the emotions of being in an unstable relationship. I feel like that's the vibe that it was giving me when I first heard it. I don't know why. It was probably because of the music video as well, but yeah, this is a song that I still hear too. It's not the one that I have on replay always, but I do still like it. So on July 25th of 2018, we had another summery type of comeback. It was a mini album again, and it was called Ride on the Wind, and the title track has the same name as always. This one also has a song called Dímelo, which is a song that has Spanish and Korean lyrics, and it even has like a Latin vibe to it. I will say KARD for me was one of the first artists that started the whole Latin and adding Spanish lyrics to the songs. Probably some groups have done it before, but with me, KARD was one of the first ones that I have seen that happening. And even though it's not a title track, I like this song still. So again, Ride on the Wind was another summery type of song, and they were comparing the wind to the feeling of being in love for the first time. And again, the music video is very summery, so another summery comeback, something different again for the fans. On March 27 of 2018, they had another comeback. This time was a single. So in 2018, they only released one stuff, but on 2019, they released a single. It was called Bum Bum. And up to this day, this is one of my favorite songs that they have released. I'll be honest, I like all of them, but this one is like top 5. BM was actually in the process of writing the lyrics of the song. I think he has done a bit on the other stuff, but this one he was more in it, writing the lyrics for it. With this combo, I think it was the one that they released like a few different music videos depending on the members, something like that. I think it was. If you want to start with a song from KARD, I would say here Bum Bum first. It's one of my favorites. I love it. So September 22 of 2019, they released another single called Dumb Lady, and this is a masterpiece, again in my top 5 songs. I absolutely love it. This was actually produced by BM himself, and they were inspired by the mythology, I can never say that, but that. So the members were kind of representing different gods, I think it is. And yeah, this song is all about forgetting everything and having fun. The dance is also very cool, the music video is very cool as well, so another masterpiece from them. We have February 12th of 2020, they released a mini album after releasing a couple of singles, and this time it's called Red Moon. And I feel guess the title track has the same name. Again, you can tell that they do that a lot. I had this song repeat as well. Top 5 songs. I feel like this one had a more strong sound to it than the other songs that they had released, even Dumb Lady, I feel like. And again, BM was part of writing the lyrics. By this point, BM was very involved in the music and KARD, and writing and composing and producing the songs. I feel like on August 26th of 2020, they released a single and it was called Way With Words, and the title track this time is different. It is Gunshot. So they changed it up here, it doesn't have the same name. There is also 2 other songs called Yeah and Hold On. So there were a couple of songs here. Again, BM was involved in the whole thing with the songs and lyrics, but this time J-Sep also helped in the lyrics. And yeah, this song is, again, lots of emotion into it. It is basically saying how words can be strong and how they can have an impact on people. So it's like, be careful what you say. It could hurt somebody or it can come back at you. On October 2020, J-Sep actually went to do the military service, which is something a lot of male idols go through. KARD wasn't active for those 2 years. They were doing a lot of solo stuff, but as a group they weren't active. BM, I don't think BM has to do the military service because up to this point he hasn't gone to, so I think he doesn't have to do it. I think. I don't know, it's been a while, so I don't think he has to. But because J-Sep they weren't active for 2 years, so their actually next comeback that they did was on June 22 of 2022. And it was a mini album and it was called RE, and the title track was Ring the Alarm. They changed it up again with this one. This is the first comeback, like I said, after 2 years. J-Sep already came back from military service. I remember the teasers being like going to memory lane with everything that they have done as a group so far. And BM and J-Sep were both were very involved in the lyrics and producing of the song, and this comeback actually broke records, if I remember, of the group when it came to like sales and stuff compared to the other music that they have released. Another thing that I remember from this comeback was that a lot of people were saying that the dance was very feminine, and they were like, isn't this dance way too feminine to be MJ said? And they both actually say they wanted to try a dance like that, so that's why they went with it. And it is very true. If you see the dance, it is very feminine. They actually wanted to give it a go and kind of, you know, do something different. So I like the dance. I mean, even if it is feminine, they made it their own and it fits them, so it was fine. I liked it. After that comeback, they 2022, they didn't really release that much. We're doing a lot of remix of other songs that they have released, but not new music until May 23 of 2023 that they released a mini album. It is called Icky. The third track has the same name. We went back to it. This one is very good. They also have another song in the mini album called Cake that I feel like everybody loved that song. I think it is because they performed it so much in the tours that they were doing at that point. I think it was a dance that got everybody like, whoa, what is this? And that song got very popular. BM and JSF participating in everything again, and this song is about passion and two people feeling that love and passion for each other. And then after that, they haven't released anything else, honestly. I do know, while I was looking up, on November of 2023 they released a single called Firework, and it was more of like a project single type of a thing. It was more for the fans. They even have like a special clip kind of a music video for it, but it feels more like a song for the fans or some kind of project that they were working on. But after that, so far they haven't released anything else. Well, how long has it been since I have done this? A long time, I feel like. I wanted to do this before I go and take off my makeup and call it a day from recording. I knew this was going to happen at some point while making the get to know videos, but KARD did a comeback. I recorded KARD's video, the one that you're seeing now, not too long ago, honestly, and something told me that they were going to do a comeback, and they did. So I wrote some tiny little notes so I didn't forget anything, and I could add this to this video like this. So I'm gonna try and make this very short and simple and not talk too much, because this kind of thing looks weird. So like I said, they did a comeback on August. I think this is the first one they did this year. If I look down, I'm looking at my notes because I didn't want to forget anything. So I think this is the first one that they have done this year. I feel like KARD does one comeback a year at this point, which is very sad. I hope it was at least 2 or 3. This is the first thing that they released, 2024, and I'm very happy. When I saw it, I was like, finally KARD music is back. I absolutely love the music. I feel like I needed something new from them to listen to over and over again. So yeah, on August 13 of this year was that this comeback happened, and it is a mini album. It's called Where to Now, and then in parentheses it is part 1 Yellow Light, which makes me think they're going to release like a part 2 or part 3. And the title track is called Tell Me Mama. That's what it's called. It is such a good song, such a good music video. It is very aesthetic. I think by the time I'm posting this, promotions for this comeback are already done, I think, which I'm very sad about. I think they only had like a week promotion, but it is very soft feeling, romantic in a way. It had like romantic vibes to it, but it had like a mysterious vibe as well. There was a little bit like, it just felt mysterious at some point. But yeah, the song honestly is like a love song. It's telling that person, hey, once I tell my family about you, like, this is not gonna end. but then in the same way it kind of feels a bit obsessive and possessive, because it's like, again, once I tell my mama about you, you cannot leave, you will not leave. So it's kind of a little bit obsessive and kind of possessive, which I feel that's why the music video gave me like mystery type of vibes at the same time, I feel like. But yeah, they did a comeback. I'm so happy. I didn't think it was gonna happen this year because they haven't released anything new. I think they're gonna have the tour very soon. I'm hoping still that they do another comeback this year, especially because this is called part 1. I don't know, maybe. But here I'm hoping that they do something else this year. If it doesn't happen, it's fine. But I'm happy that we got new music this year from KARD. So yeah, I'm just gonna continue to finish this video that you're currently watching. So yeah, that is all the music that they have released throughout all of these years that they have been together. I feel like they were a bit more active before, and they were at least doing 2 releases each year, and then it went down to at least 1 each year, so it definitely went down. There's so many songs that were well received from the public, so I don't know why. Yes, the style is different, there aren't as many co-ed groups like I said. So yeah, also for me, they haven't really been that much into TV shows and stuff like that, even since they debuted. Now I don't know if it is that the company doesn't send them to those things, or if it is the group that they're not a very huge fan of being on TV and promoting that way. Who knows, they don't like doing that as much, so that can be a thing, but I have barely seen them on that. I will say they have done a lot of tours, especially lately. It has been a lot. It has been mainly on the USA and Latin America, honestly, and they have even go to UK, and the response is always good in those tours, I feel like, from what I have seen. Just last year, 2023, they did a world tour, and I think this year they started at the end and they finished it at the beginning of this year. I think it was like all USA and Latin America. BM actually this year did a solo tour on the US. It was very short, but it was a 21 plus tour. I wish I could have gone, but I have seen clips of it and I can tell why it was 21 plus, I could tell. But he did that. It was a very short tour. I think recently they announced another world tour, and from what I saw, it was USA was the date that they have released, but they're doing another world tour this year. So again, a lot of world tours, they haven't released as much songs lately, so I don't know. As far as awards go, they have received that the typical best new artist, and there was a few ones that were involved with co-ed groups. Other than that, they haven't had a music show that I have know of. I looked it up. They haven't won in a music show like M Countdown and Music Bank and all those shows. It's sad because again, they have released a lot of music. I feel like it has been well received, so I don't know why they haven't. I feel like it falls along promotion again. They don't go too much into TV to promote. Like I said, it can be the company, it can be the group. I feel like the group do most of the promotion themselves. You know, if they go to a music show, they probably perform for a week and done. So, you know, I know it costs money to promote a group, but when you have a group that is recognized, you kind of need to do it. Like I said, I feel like their fan base is more international, like USA, Latin America. Korean probably is not that strong, so that's where promotion comes in play, and you do it. You know, the music have shot it well, it got a great response. Promotion, I think what's lacking there is promotion, and I feel like the group does it themselves, but the support from the company will be great. That is all for this video. If you have heard about KARD, if you know them, let me know what your favorite song is from them. If you haven't, I would highly suggest you look into them. I know it's a co-ed group, I know there isn't that many, but their song is very good. They have pretty much a little bit of everything in their music, so I'm sure you will find something that you like. And again, they're very talented, so I would highly suggest you go look into them. Again, if there are any other groups, solo artists that you want me to do a video like this, let me know in the comments below and I'll try my best to do it. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're doing great and I'll see you on the next one.